to the first episode of the Cacao Codes. I'm Carl Laz, the Chocolate Wizard, and today what I would like to share with you is just a little bit around what it is to be a chocolate wizard, why I created this show, and just really share bits of wisdom to inspire the wizard in you. So, starting out. I'd see myself as a cross between Willy Wonka and Merlin. So, all the delicious chocolatey things and all the magic. And as a wizard, I've spent the last 7 years deeply researching and exploring the wisdom of chocolate or Theobroma cacao or cacao. And I believe that seeking the wisdom of chocolate will keep getting richer and richer the more humans are dreaming with it. So dreaming with this plant. There's always more to seek out and learn and understand as it unfolds. The wisdom is lore, Lore. It's living wisdom. So it's constantly growing, constantly and consciously expanding. So really this group for me is a space to share this and to get insights from other people as well. Um, I share the wisdom of chocolate in my chocolate dreaming experiences where we dive deep into ritualized usages of chocolate. Not just cacao, we do cacao as well, but even just with chocolate with this um, mm, this rich sacrament seen as chocolate. And I believe that cacao, the aroma cacao, the spirit of cacao, has shown us humans how to produce it and in different ways in um, a bid to spread its seed. And it's making a change now and a reframing. But I also believe that there's no bad chocolate. There's dark chocolate, but there's no bad chocolate. It all is sacred, just different technologies and how pure the technology from the earth to us and how that is affected by other human acts. So there's no bad chocolate. And in the chocolate dreaming experience, we're really going through a process of calling in the elements. We share the chocolate wisdom. We do a chocolate ritual, bringing in the elements and our five senses. And we have an integration phase with sound and breath work to really allow that intelligence that comes from the plant to move through us and to really have it flowing and get the wisdom pieces. And then we close it with gratitude because we always want to sprinkle seeds of gratitude to really bring in more good dreamings for us all. So that's a little bit what I do. And up till now, I'm now moving into a level of like holding counsel for the wisdom. So there is a secret chocolate society. There's also the chocolate dreaming initiation, which helps facilitators and healers and coaches to develop the skills and tools and awareness to facilitate for their community chocolate dreamings and in their own way and in their own flavor. We make in the chocolate lab we make many different flavors of chocolate, and it also comes down to our flavor is also our intention and what we're embodying, what we're emanating, what we're in training to. So, yeah, welcome to the Cacao Codes. I've been dreaming this up for a long time, and it's in many different forms that I've been dreaming it in. And now it will be live in the group, which is a secret wisdom group on Facebook, and it will also be aired on the podcast, The Secret Chocolate. I mean, not the secret chocolate, the chocolate, the not even the secret chocolate, not even the chocolate at all, the Cacao Codes podcast. So if you're watching it on Facebook, check out the podcast. If you're listening on the podcast, check out the Facebook group. There'll be different things on here. I'll be interviewing different people. I'll be sharing weekly snippets, weekly wisdom sharings on chocolate, on cacao, on plant medicines, on rituals, on ways of ritualized ways of being, and different people within my field, within my ecology, wizards and healers and practitioners of different modalities. So definitely a fun space to be in. And then on the odd occasion, I will post in the group about different chocolate dreamings we might have, or different rituals we might broadcast live for people in the group. Now, to get into this group, you've answered a few questions to actually be inside there. For the podcast, you're just following, so that's cool. If you do go over to the Facebook page, you will, on the Facebook group, you'll get asked some questions before you get to enter. And these are just some questions to double check and tune in to see that we're of the same vibration, and that if you're in this space, we're participating. So I do want to thank you for participating in my dream and allowing me to participate in your dream. When we dream by ourselves, it's beautiful, but when we dream together, the richness of this reality is so much greater. So I'm really honored to be sharing in this space with you. So thanks for joining us. And a bit about me. I'll keep this one short. I've always been a bit of a dreamer, connected with the realms. I'm a Piscean, whatever that means. And I really started my journey with plants about 15 years ago. So deeply researching and exploring different plant medicines, from cannabis to ayahuasca to peppermint to withania. And I actually got my bachelor in health science in Western herbal medicine. So I'm a qualified healthcare practitioner, and I have been a practicing herbalist for the last 8 years, really working with helping my clients to amplify their own healing abilities. So by nourishing the nervous system and the digestion as a baseline to really get the system working out, and then point out what needs to happen where. So that path really, when I finished my study, it led me almost instantly. As soon as I was like, I've got this wisdom, I've been practicing it, and I'm ready to share it, it led me to create a herbal chocolate brand. Essentially, chocolate showed itself then in a process that I'd never seen it before, how it was made. And straight away I knew I could mix herbs into it. And that journey led me to research about chocolate. And one of the first things I found in that research was that chocolate was used by the Inca, the Maya, the Aztecs as a food, as a medicine, as a sacrament, and as a currency. So the food, I was like, yum. The medicine, I was like, okay, let's check this out. And there's actually some really interesting things which I'll be sharing and hear about the medicine of cacao and chocolate. The sacramental one was one that really interested me because I couldn't actually find any direct lineages at that time of what that sacrament or that ceremony looked like. And I started using my own sound and my own knowledge and wisdom around plants and shamanism and the way that traditional tribes have used plants, and started to just do that in my own way with the chocolate that I made. And I just kept piecing pieces together of what I now call the chocolate dreaming process. So then the currency, it's beautiful because I've shared so much of it. So that journey took me down a path of creating a raw vegan herbal chocolate company, which did also spread itself to 60 stores around Australia. Then I did get to a point where I did reach a bit of like a burnout and got lost amongst the industrialism. And I stopped that and moved back into my herbal roots of being a practitioner, and clients were showing up, and I was really sharing around mental health. So helping people to help them with reducing and increasing their resilience to stress. So helping with depression and anxiety, also helping them, helping my clients to reduce the medications they were on with the help of their doctors, and adding herbs into their diet. And then after about 2 years of that, I did take a group to Peru for ayahuasca retreat and breath work, which I facilitated the breath work and found a really powerful 70 years old shaman. So that was a magical experience. And when I was there, I got a fair few like clear guidances from the plant teachers out there around cacao and my use with cacao. So that was like coming back in to Australia after that. I started to really start weaving back in and really putting the wizard hat back on and the wizard cape back on. And now in 2020, cacao is alive in the field more than ever. You know, we're already as a culture, we're already doing mass chocolate ceremonies on Christmas and Easter and Valentine's Day. So humans are already eating this, and we're already doing the ritual around love, right? And around family. And it's just how we can fine tune and tune into that field to really bring in that heart resonance. But also now in 2020, seeing the amount of cacao companies and people running cacao ceremonies, it's a beautiful thing. So I also wanted to share this cacao codes to start to share the wisdom that I've developed and seeked out over the past 7 years. It's time. So if you have any questions around the wizardry, please feel free to send me a message, or you could send me an email. The email, you can email to info@thesecretchocolatesociety.com, and any questions you can email me there. And yeah, like I said, if you're on the Facebook group, check out the podcast, download them. That way you can listen to these in the car. Also, if you have any questions or things you'd like me to speak on, again, just send me a message, and I'd love to get around to them and sharing. So that's about all from the Chocolate Wizard today, I feel. Let me just see. Is there anything else? I'm checking with the cacao. This is a cacao pod. That's all. So again, one last thing I just would actually like to share is about cacao. One piece. So cacao opens our hearts, connects our intuition, and it grounds us to the earth. And this plant is very special. It's very powerful, more powerful than most people know or even think. My plant just started singing when I said that, which is very cute. Yeah, and as we dive into the sacred secrets of chocolate, we will uncover this uniqueness of this plant, which has already spread its seed to every corner of the globe and situated itself in everyone's hearts. And it's just the perfect time to be tapping into this in this time. So again, thank you for participating in my dream, and thank you for allowing me to participate in your dream. My name's Kyle Laz, the Chocolate Wizard. It's been a pleasure to share with you today. Created a new hashtag. It's Come Dream With Us. And in the Secret Chocolate Society, we say, in cacao we trust. Thank you.